Hi, I'm Tiffany, and this is Broke Girl Aesthetic. On this channel, I do budget-friendly DIYs, thrift flips and hauls, trashy treasures, and more. In today's video, I'm showcasing 4 different modern style DIYs, so stick around to see what I've created. I've got a couple of different items here that I'm going to craft with. I've got a formula can that I'm going to make something with, and this glass that I picked up at the Dollar Tree, and I thought it would be perfect for this challenge. It's just got a really cool texture to it, and it's, got a really nice shape. And I'm going to start with that one first. I'll set the other one off to the side. So we'll start with this one, and I'm going to turn this into a vase, and I'm going to use the Waverly chalk paint and ink for that. What I'm going to do first, though, so I know it stays, is I'm going to just coat the whole thing with some, I think it's satin Mod Podge, and then go in with the Waverly chalk paint. And it actually has a really cool frosted effect just with that Mod Podge on it. There are a couple little dips and things like that, but that's fine. I'm not going to worry about it too much. So again, using the Waverly chalk paint and ink, I'm just going to cover this this glass. I'm using one of those round sponge brushes to apply the paint. I don't want it to streak because of the texture that's on it. I want it to try to dry kind of flat, but not, I don't know. I just thought that the sponge brush would work better for the texture of the glass itself. And it's, it's square, and if you see, it's got dips like for your thumbs. And I thought it would be a really cool vase. So that's what we're going to do here. I'm going to just go ahead and finish painting. That's all painted. It looks really good. So I'm going to take these twigs, and I'm going to use the Waverly chalk paint in white, and I'm going to coat these twigs with like just a very thin layer, kind of like a whitewash effect. And that's what those look like, and I'll show you at the end how that looks styled when it's finished. But just a super easy modern vase. Now I'm going to work with this formula can, because if any of you have been to my channel, you know I have a baby grandson that I babysit, and I have a lot of these formula cans. So what I'm going to do is use these wood dowels, and I'm going to create a planter out of it. So what I'm going to do is measure the dowel to make sure that it is 12 inches. Sometimes these things aren't accurate, and it is indeed 12 inches. So I will measure for the middle so I can cut both of these wood round dowels in half. So I will have 4 6-inch pieces. Now I'll just cut those with my miter shears. So I coated it with the Folk Art clear acrylic sealer to give me something to work with. And now I'm going to go ahead and paint. I'm using the Waverly chalk paint ink for the stand and the white paint for the can. So we'll start with the can and the white first. Now I'm going to take a smaller round dowel, and I'm going to cut it to fit like as a brace underneath, because my original idea was I was just going to glue those strips to the sides, but I thought it might not work. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, now I've got those cut. I'm just going to go ahead and paint them black as well, and then use some hot glue to put it all together. So there's a little crossbar, and then I'll just glue the other post to the ends. And then I'll show you how that looks when it's done. It's finished, it just needs a plant. So let me tell you about this challenge. Today I am participating in the Make It Modern challenge. This challenge is hosted by the amazing Mia of Make It with Mia, and her co-host is David Owens Creates. And this is a challenge to just make modern decor. I will make sure their links and the link to the playlist are in the description box below. The next 2 video clips that you're going to see are modern pieces that I've already done on my channel, and I'll make sure to link those as well, and you can go catch the full versions of those videos. So thank you so much to Mia for this awesome challenge. I'm so excited for this, and make sure to check the description box for those links. So let's get on to the last two crafts. For this one, I've got these square panels that I got from Panda Hall Selected, and I'm going to make like a modern art piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab out 4 of them, and then I'm going to add some texture using some just latex caulking, and I will cover those entirely with the caulking, just slapping it down there. And then I'm just going to use my hands and just spread it about, give it different texture, little peaks and valleys. This was a video that I had posted before, which is up on my channel. I'll link that below. That's what they look like after I have all the texture added. And now that they're dry, I'm going to go ahead and give them some paint. Now I'm going to use Waverly's chalk paint and ink and then white. And I'm going to do like a gradient. So I've got white for the first one here. And then I'm going to add a little bit of the ink Waverly Black to turn it into a little bit of a gray color, a lighter gray color. And it's not like, it's not as light as I wish it was lighter. I'm just gonna say, I wish I had made it lighter, but it's okay. Everything works out in the end. And so here I've added a little more of that ink to the already mixed gray for a darker shade of gray. And then I'm just going to go right into the ink paint and paint the last one just completely black. Now I have all 4 painted. They're dry. I coated them with a layer of matte Mod Podge to seal everything in. And I'm going to take some black macrame cord to hang these up. And what I'm going to do is staple them down on all 4, just using my regular stapler, my old stapler, to hang those together. And there it is. It's a real easy project, real fun. Add a little bit of modern art, and yeah, let me know what you guys think. For this project, I'm once again using 4 of the square canvases that I got from Panda Hall Selected, and I'm going to turn them into a box to make a modern style planter. So I'm going to glue these together. I'm going to make the bottom part of the box with just some thin cardboard. It's from my Pepsi boxes. You guys have been on my channel, you know I use these in a lot of different things. It's a very versatile cardboard to use, and when it's layered, it's pretty sturdy. So I'm just going to do a few layers of this thin cardboard to make the bottom of my planter box. So what I'm going to do is cut these out and layer with Mod Podge. Seems to work okay for me. And I'm going to use some popsicle sticks or craft sticks to help me glue these together, reinforce the corners, give me a little extra material to work with. They will like kind of sit on top of each other, and it gives me a little more. It just gives me a little more. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you guys get you get it. So I'll hot glue those down so I can, you know, assemble this box. There, that's put together, and as you can see, I've got these corners reinforced, and I've got my bottom ready to glue, and I have an insert inside as well, so extra layers. And again, I'll push that down in. I'll just hot glue the bottom on. There it is, ready to go. And next I'm going to use some latex caulking again for texture. I've been really enjoying using this to add some texture to things. And I'm going to do all 4 sides just taking another piece of cardboard. I'm using that as my scraper, and I'm just going to go, once I get it even and, you know, spread out evenly, then I'm going to make sure that all of my scraping is done in the same direction. And what I'm going to do is alternate. I will like scrape it left to right, right to left, whatever, across on two sides, and then on the opposing sides I'm scraping scrape the caulking like up and down. So the texture is different. All right, now I'm making the base, and I'm using tumbling tower blocks. So I'm going to use hot glue and Gorilla Wood glue to put this whole thing together. And there it is, all finished. It's glued together, and I'm going to go ahead and get it painted. But I'm going to paint the box as well, and it just fits in there perfectly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the box with the Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint in the color Sage. And for the stand, I'm going to use Waverly chalk paint and ink. These are Plaid Crafts products. All of my paints usually are. And there you can see the texture on the box. And there it is, finished. Let me know what you guys think of this. It's one of my favorite ones so far this year. I mean, I just love it so much. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. This modern vase was so easy to make, just a glass from the Dollar Tree and some paint, and the results are gorgeous and a really easy trash to treasure, turning a formula can into a really cute modern planter. Don't forget to check out the rest of the playlist. That link and the links to Mia and David's channels are in my description box below. Spread that YouTube goodness, like, comment, and subscribe on everybody's channels. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, y'all. Bye.